For Algebra 2 this week, I decided I was going to start us off with Chapter 12. I am only going to go over 12.1 because I feel like some of this information is very important going into possibly college statistics classes. It'll at least give you a heads up on recognizing some of the words before. So that's really what I'm looking for from 12.1, at least the first half, is you understanding what some of these words mean. So the first thing is, what is statistics in general? So statistics, according to your book, is the study of techniques for collecting, organizing, analyzing, and interpreting data. So there are two different types of statistics that we are going to talk about here. We've got descriptive and we've got inferential. So descriptive stats summarize the main features of a collection of data, whereas inferential draws a conclusion about a collection of data. So you infer with inferential data. Okay, there are a couple different types of groups of data here. We've got a population, which is just your entire group of interest. We've got the census, which is the study of the population, and we have the sample, which is just a portion of the population. Sample size usually is represented by the letter N, and it is the number of individuals. Two last notes for you are the difference between quantitative and qualitative. So quantitative, you can think of it as quantity. So it's got that T in there, quantity, and it is counted, so it can be counted. You can use a number to describe this type of data. Whereas qualitative cannot be described by a number. It's more about the quality, the category. It's more categorical, whereas quantitative is more counted. Okay, I have a couple examples for us over this information. In example A, Steve measured the diameter of 6 maple trees in the forest near his home. The population is all the maple trees in the forest. His sample is the 6 trees he actually measured. The variable is the diameter of the trees. Now, because this can actually be measured with a number, this is actually quantitative because it can be counted, okay? I can sit here and say the diameter of these trees are 1 foot, 2 foot, 6 inches, and so on. So it is a number. And because length is measured and not necessarily counted, this is going to be continuous data. Okay? The next question. Maria wants to know which eye color occurs the most often at her school. So she walks around the lunchroom and asks 20 students. So the population is the student body. The sample is the 20 students she actually asked what their eye color was, and the variable is eye color. Now, because this is not something that can necessarily be counted, I mean, you can count, oh, I have 5 blue-eyed students, but she is asking specifically what is your eye color. She's not saying how many eyes do you have. This is going to be qualitative data. And because it is qualitative, it is neither continuous nor discrete. So if it's qualitative, they stop there and they don't make you split it up. If it's quantitative, they would ask you continuous or discrete. Okay, so those are your 2 examples. Tomorrow we are going to talk about measures of center, and you'd be quite surprised how much you actually know about measures of center.